Greetings, chess players. Happy New Year. I played a tournament today to start the new year off, game 30 in Rahway, Chessmates, and this was by far the strongest quad I've ever played in my life. Besides me, at weighing in at about 1930. Sorry, that was just my cell phone. My three other quad mates were 2 national masters and a grandmaster. So thought my games might be worth sharing. So let's jump right in. My first opponent was Daftani. His rating is about 2204 with a speed rating of almost 2350. So he started with E4. Sicilian. For you guys who watch my videos, you know I play Sicilian, although I've been thinking about experimenting with different openings, but I'm sticking with Sicilian for now. Knight F3, G6, D4, CD, Queen takes, really sharp line. Knight F6, E5, Knight C6, attacking the Queen. Queen F4, Knight to D5, Queen E4, attacking the Knight again, and Knight B6. I actually had this same position in a game fairly recently down at all the Kingsmen in Pittman, New Jersey, with another national master named Michael Katz, and he absolutely crushed me in this line. So I'd studied it a little bit, and basically I didn't play D5 soon enough in that game, and I got wiped off the board. But let's see what happened here. Knight C3 makes sense. Bishop G7, Bishop F4, D5. Looks like this pawn is not defensible, right? I'm going to lose a pawn, but that's okay. I sack pawns against masters all the time. So he takes en passant, of course, and I really got to get developed here. He's got a space advantage. His pieces are very well placed, and I have to fight back. So Bishop F5. Actually, let me put on the engine. So he takes. I was surprised actually. Queen E3. The computer recommends Queen E3, and I thought that's what he'd play, but he takes, and I sacrificed my good G7 bishop to mess up his pawns. He takes back, and I take his queen. So I've given him a pawn here against a very strong player. In exchange, I have better pawns and perhaps slightly better development, although after he takes some queens, I actually don't develop the rook. Rook takes queen because I was afraid of bishop here after rook takes bishop here. Although the computer thinks I'm fine here, but that's why I didn't take that. Also, after knight takes, I was thinking perhaps I could bring my rook to c8. So, alright, I got plenty of time. He castles. I castle kingside. So, according to Fritz, he has a big edge, pretty much an edge of about a pawn equal to the pawn he has, but things get really complicated here. In the interest of time, I'm not going to go into too deep of analysis. I just kind of want to share this game. I'm going to share all 3 games from the quad. So he played this move, which kind of surprised me. I guess it's a wide open, crazy position. There's a lot of different possibilities. Obviously, I move my rook, knight d4, and knight e6. So I wasn't really afraid of him exchanging knights. I'm going to get developed. Plays f3, bishop to e5, hitting his pawn, and a5. So I figured if knight takes a4, he's going to play bishop b5. But according to the computer, this is actually okay for me. I didn't even consider this. But after knight takes, bishop takes. This is what I missed. Knight takes, rook takes, knight here, and I'm slightly better. But By the way, this was a game 30 tournament, so I don't know if I mentioned that. But yeah, just to see, all I saw really, you know, because I was in a rush, was that after knight takes, he was going to come here, and if I blocked for the bishop, which of course the computer agrees is a terrible move, he's going to take, and you know, if I take, he comes here. But I didn't have to do that. This is what computers are great for, you know. And in a longer game, if I could have really thought about it, maybe I would have seen this line. Bishop b5. Now bishop b5 is not forced, but if he doesn't play bishop b5, I can just win my pawn back. Computer recommends knight b5 or c4, but I don't want to go into too many lines. But it's just interesting that I didn't even consider knight takes a4, but again, after bishop b5, knight c3, bishop takes rook, and knight takes d4. This is what I missed. And after this, it says black's got a slight edge. Nothing too serious. But instead I played knight c4, and he played knight b5, which is kind of what I figured he'd play. He was way ahead of me in time here. I had about maybe 8 or 9 minutes left. He had still almost 20 minutes. But he played knight b5, knight e3, hitting the rook, defending the bishop, rook to d2. He played this fast. I didn't really expect him to play that move. I didn't think it was great. Bishop c4, bishop d3, and I played a6. Just figured I'd put his knight in a bad spot. So he goes back to a3. I take, he takes, and rook ac8. So, going to computer here, I've totally equalized. King b2, rook c6, hitting the bishop. Bishop comes back, b4, kind of awkward spot, and rook ec8. Computer's not crazy about that. It likes knight to f4 better, but it's not terrible. And here he makes a blunder. I guess reasonable positional move, but tactically it fails to rook to b6, and now I'm going to win a piece. He plays king to b3, and I quickly played a5, just winning the piece. But what I missed is knight c5. I was obviously, if instead of king to here, if he plays king here, I did see this, knight d5. I'm just winning this piece clean because he can't take because he's pinned. But king b3 is what he played. According to the computer, knight b5 is the best. But he plays king b3, natural looking move. But now knight c5, king c3, knight d5. This is what I did not see. Knight d5 anyway, even though he can take. Then knight e4. And there's no way he can defend this rook. He's got to get off the c-file. So king goes to d4. I take the bishop first, moves, then I take the rook. King takes, and rook takes a4. And black obviously is way, way, way better. So I did not see this line. It was a fast game. I don't know if I would have seen it in a slow game. It's nice to think I would. I don't know if I would have a5, but here I'm much better, so I was very happy. This guy's a master. Extremely good fast play, rated 2350s, USCF speed rating, so I was pretty nervous because I knew he was really good fast. He was way ahead of me on the clock, and I was hoping I wouldn't screw up. Knight b5, a takes b, a takes bishop, g4, so I almost didn't see this, because at this point I had maybe 7 minutes. My knight's really got no good place to go. It's actually almost trapped. So again, the computer likes knight c5. Let's just look at that real quick. King takes pawn, why not? And then rook f6. Yeah, this comes up again later. Now I'm threatening this pawn, so I don't have to worry about my knight, because obviously rook takes pawn defends the knight. And he tries to come here, then oh wait, oh yeah, right. Then that's even worse than knight takes pawn. So, and he can't obviously can't defend with this rook because I'll just take it. So that would have been better, but you know, I was in a rush, so I played f5, and he plays a5. Move my rook out of the way. King takes, and f4, defending the knight, putting it on what I was hoping would be a strong outpost. h4. I played rook to d8. Plays d4. Now another move I missed. Just rook takes pawn. King takes 4. But I was under a lot of pressure here and a lot of time trouble, so rook d7 I played with the idea to try to trade knights. d5, knight c7, knight takes, d6, rook, and here I played rook takes c4. So here I think I'm winning again. Here I looked for a while for mating possibilities, you know, knight, rook here. I thought, can I mate him? But there's no mate. So I ran back to c8, d7, rook d8, other rook comes over, rook a8, and now computer actually says it's equal. I got myself really passive here. Rook c7, rook a8, king to b3, king comes running in, but here there's various possibilities. You know, I have knight forks going on, but he managed to actually I don't remember exactly how the position went, but both rooks, this pawn, oops, excuse me, both these rooks and this pawn all came off the board, and he had this pawn unopposed. His king was here. I ended up putting my knight on the ugly square, a8, to block this pawn, and his king managed to go over here. I had to come all the way over here when the a pawn with my king, and he won all 3 of my pawns. Well, I traded one off, he won 2 pawns. I traded the knight for 1 pawn, but he was just able to get his king in front of the pawn after I had to sack my knight where I couldn't get a draw, and I lost. So yeah, pretty disappointing. I was really hoping to get a win against such a strong player. Let me just go back a bit. Really, I kind of dropped the ball. Really, after king b3, knight c5 would have been really nice. So to go over that line again, knight c5, king c3, knight d5, and this is just crushing. If he moves the king, I'm just going to win his bishop for free. No possibility of him winning that back. And if he takes knight e4 and takes, and yeah, I've got a beautiful game here. I could play knight takes, or I could come up here, but so really that was the critical thing I missed. Although oops, let me go back. After a5, I'm still winning. Again, I had some tricks with knight takes c5, and after this, I'm still way ahead. But you know, I'm still getting better. My opponent was a strong national master, so I was pissed off after the game. I'm not going to lie, I was disappointed. Nobody likes to lose, but you know, it's a learning experience, and really what I learned is maybe I shouldn't play too much game 30. But it was fun, and hopefully you enjoyed it and learned a little something from it. And thanks for watching.